Never. No. You can make it if we heart to heart. Come on, 5 minutes. Why am I struggling to get AT after like 5 minutes? I tell you, my performance has gone on this game. It's literally gone, I think. I think I'll maintain it for the sake of the club, but I think we are experiencing the last days of Trackmania. The fucking hell was that? I was going left, right, and it wanted to go left. That was weird. No. Yeah, I'm not quite certain that this controller's compatible with this Bluetooth thingamajig. Yeah, when I sync it up to Switch, it's bang on. Oh, no way. It felt like it feels like it's cutting out. It's weird. Be together. I never thought in a million years I'd ever say those words as well. Things change though. You have to understand things change. You know, some might be for the better. At the end of the day, more people come here to watch this channel for Trackmania, and I do understand that, and I know that it's like, you know, it might not be a decision that a lot of people will agree with, but you know. It's all about happiness, the streamer, you know. What does streamer want to do, you know? I'm really torn. I really am very torn about it. Oh, wow. Come on. What is this rough? What is this AT? It's been cooked. It's been cooked, or my my skills have been sharp. Yeah, exactly. You're right. In a way, yeah, you're so right. It's like, play the games that you want to play and it don't matter. You know what I mean? That's happiness in a bottle. But just who shot who at the Copa? It's like I almost know this one without the auto prompt. It's embarrassing, but the hell. Ah. God, I sucked out there. No AT. 1.1 seconds. This is it. This is it. This streamer is Trackmania washed. Washed out. I think it's like I have been slowly weaning myself off the game though. In fairness, in fair play. Which ain't a bad thing. The question is, when is the last time we'll ever play the game? To be fair, I don't think that I will ever stop fully playing it. Like I said, simply for Cup of the Day. You know, at the end of it, we'll probably come to Cup of the Day's on, right? Okay, we'll do Cup of the Day, and as soon as like elimination happens, that's it. Skedaddle, Exitos, that's it. We're done. That was your Trackmania. You know, there'll be a tiny little Trackmania fix. Now she's lost her mind at the Copacabana. This park north of Havana at the Copacabana. It'll probably be like quite weird as well when it filters out like people like Z and stuff. Oh, Crystal's like packed Trackmania in. You know what I mean? But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. I mean, there's still like mapping elements and stuff to be, to think about. So I don't know. But like I said, I don't think there's much in the way that the game's going to be like, not like it was, not like it ever was. Not ever like it was. I don't know. I think to a degree, does it worry me about not going to play Trackmania again? Or very little? Not really. My only concern then is what the hell am I going to play? Which is fair, but then again, I've got like nearly 1,300 games, probably of which I'd say maybe 55-60% of dross, Yeah, there's no way I wanted to start at the top of the stream with Trackmania. Nah, just don't fancy it. I mean, it's like almost like a wistful look back at my time with Trackmania over the years. I mean, I remember when I was a fresh-faced rookie in the game. Didn't know jack shit, didn't even know what an AT meant. It's like, that's how rookie I was. I was so green behind the ears, it made Dreamers and Captain Sub-Zero's Twitch names look pale by comparison. But, we stuck with it. We carried on playing the game. It was just starting out with Cup of the Days, I remember the first, pretty much the first video I did on YouTube was a full speed map, I think, and I know that Gigawatt was in there, but he was playing under his other name back then as Jimmy Tacos. So you know, they were kind of cool back then though, Jimmy Tacos. It was like, because I knew he was a fast driver, and it was like, you know, there'd come a point where he goes, oh, I've got to go, kids are up to something, you know what I mean? It was like, you know, fair play. And having got to know the fella a little bit over the years, been, you know, it's like, because he was a stand-up guy in divisions, and then this guy Gigawatt turned up and started like wrecking the times all over the place. It was like, you know what I mean? The same guy, you know. It was like, oh my god. So that can show anybody how much improvement you can make on this game if you put your mind to it. Because he certainly put his mind to it, but he's certainly got rewarded with the skill, and that's super fair. That is super fair. So, you know, and then it was like, so, you know, so anyway, that first video, yeah, Jimmy Taco's 4th place in that full speed race, and that was probably the first video when I actually did a full Cup of the Day qualies and race, or it might have just been the race, but it was a full race. I've also got some old videos, I'm pretty sure, with a lot with Purple Nymphetamine in a couple of divs, a couple of times. So that's when she used to play Cuppa so religiously, you know. I mean, it's like it was likely to be the same for her. It just tailed off, kind of thing. But I mean, at least, like, you know, Nymph found a nice little niche in RPG maps and stuff. So I swear to God, she got the patience for them. She really has. Except on some occasions where, you know, there's some choice words being said, which is fair, because this game will do that to the best of us. So, you know, it's like trying not to burst into tears at the thought of not playing the game again, or not being super serious about it anymore. Feels weird, you know, knowing that the game's there and I can play it any time I want, but I just don't feel like it. I mean, games like Warframe and what have you, they've simply taken over, you know. I can't say any fair. I can't say any fairer than that, you know. When there's other games out there which are well worth their look, you know. It's like, you know, why am I restricting myself playing this game? So, you know, I don't know. It's like, it's weird having this kind of, like, you know, sort of like real solid look back on it. I mean, that was just me simply just playing the game. I wasn't concerned about anything else but Cup of the Day. That's all that mattered to me back then about this game. Just like, oh, it's 6 o'clock, let's do Cuppa, come on. Right. And then it's like, because I'd learned OBS, so I started recording it. And it was like, fair enough. I mean, there were a few races where it was like, oh God, I'm out in this, like, early doors, that's it. Done, video's off. That's it, we're done, we're out. So, you know. And I think it was only when I formed the club that that I started getting serious driving the game, meaning playing other maps, you know, that weren't Cup of the Day, and it's like examining other people's clubs and seeing what they're doing, and, you know, because I mean, I didn't have a clue. I didn't have a clue how to run a club. I'm still surprised that there's 1,500 people in it. I don't even know where most of them have come from. I think it was when Virtual showcased the channel, really. So, oh yeah, like, quote, Spelljammer 99, a wholesome gentleman. You know what I mean? That's his exact words, but that was back then, you know? I wonder if he'd come back in to see what had gone off lately, he'd be like, is this the same person? But hey, sweetie, I sure am, just even cuter. So it was when we when I created the club, because people were saying to me, "Oh, why don't you create a club?" I go, "What am I going to create a club for?" You know what I mean? What am I going to do with it? Oh boy, did we know what to do with it? We sure did. I mean, I'm very, very grateful to everybody who's come in, joined the club. You know, there's a few people that was a bit rough too, to be honest. But there have been some people I've had to physically exclude from the club. Mainly because they've been banned in Twitch as well. Oh, we're out of time. Oh, what? No way. Is this still the same person? No, it's like, I mean, the person who I banned first off, like it was a very strange set of events, and this is when I started was allowing viewer map requests. Now this person was like, it was literally, and it was like, it weren't even on a channel point redemption at the time, it was a kind of an ask thing, and he just kept asking all the time, oh, can we play my map, can we play this map, can we play this map of mine? And it was like that literally nearly every stream, and I said, look, I'll play one of your maps, and then after that, like, I'm going to do something else, we need to do something, and then he just carry on and carry on. And then anyway, like, got to a point, unfortunately this guy decided that he would rip some clips out of my VODs and then use them in a video of his on YouTube and say it was his. You know, it was like, you've got to be kidding. Because obviously I like to spectate people who are joining in on the races, and he took it that when I spectated him, he took it as like, oh, this is me, right, I'm using that clip, and didn't even ask, he just took it and used it. And it was only because a couple of moderators were saying, this guy's pinching your material, and I was like, you seriously what now? So it was like, okay, so at that point I literally banned him from all the way, YouTube, Twitch, everything. I don't think I was using Discord then at the time, but since the transition, I've relented. I unbanned him, and I don't know, I think he even refollowed, but I don't know. I've had so many people leave lately, it's like, again, I'm not bothered. I've ceased to be giving it a care about it. People come, people go, and that's how it is. So yeah, the people that we've had to, like, you know, deal with along the way as well. But there was also a point where I think early doors, because me and Z-Boy kind of pretty much started out at the same time, and effectively it's like, you know, in terms of like what we're doing on Twitch, so we're pretty much doing the same kind of thing, except he would do it as a feature thing for Cup of the Night. So we do Cup of the Night, and then he'd do his business things along the way, and which he still does, you know, and he does them very successfully as well. But yeah, and it's like, you know, I jumped in some of his streams, some of his chats, and yeah, I gave him a piece of advice, you know, and I says to him, look, this is Trackmania, right? It's a community game. You know, at the end of the day, there'll be people who will see you as a rival, but ultimately treat everybody as somebody who you can collab with, rather than somebody who could possibly be an enemy. You know what I mean? And he's taken that to heart, and that still has, and that's a good thing to see, because I agree with that. I totally still agree with that. You know what I mean? It's like, because he was worried at one point that a certain Trackmania streamer from the UK, not me, quite big, and I'm sure, like, if you know, there isn't that many, there's only a couple fairly big, you know, Trackmania streamers. You know who they are. Answers on a postcard. But one of them was like sort of like nebbing around in Z-Boy's chats and stuff, and I don't know, they'd even done some raids or something. But C was rather worried that he was being seen as a rival by this Trackmania streamer, and it's like, well, you know, it is kind of sad if there are people who are going into, and people will go into your streams to see what you're doing, you know, and it's like, well, it's like, is there something there that I could like take a lesson from, you know, which is fair, but ultimately it's like, you know, I mean, I've never gone into it with the thing, oh well, they're my rival, you know. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, C-Boy's done rather well for himself, and I've had a few pangs of jealousy. You know, I'm gonna freely admit that. But I think what he's done for Trackmania and for his community has been absolutely fucking spot on. And you know, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna be upset about it. I'm rather happy for him. So, you know, hang on, which way are we going on this? But it is kind of like bad in a way if, like, you know, you're being seen as a rival. I mean, I don't even know. Yeah, but that's it though. Sometimes you can't tell, you know. I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, if you're a Trackmania streamer and you've got a set amount of things that you do during your stream or your streaming week, and just get on with it. Oh, through there. But I think there was a, oh my word, but there was a point where I was going down that same route. Oh, today we're going to do this, today we're going to do that. On Wednesday we're going to do other thing. No stream Thursday, Friday this is what we're going to do. And you know, it was like, and really the big draw was Jams of the Week, or Jams of the Day even. And that was the big draw. You know, if I change Gems of the Day back to JOTW, people might actually start joining it again. But I just can't do it again. I can't go back to that. I just won't. When you've moved on, you've moved on. And no amount of... Oh, there's no CPs. There is. But yeah, I mean, that's how, I think that's what Z-Boy points it out as. If there's a friendly rivalry, that's fair. But when someone's like actively out to, you know, destroy what you're doing, that's scummy. That is scummy. It's also probably a sign of insecurity. That's all I had to do. Oh, you are joking. You're absolutely joking. I mean, I'll get maybe 10 viewers watching Trackmania. Like, you know, Z's had hundreds before, you know, and it's been really good. I'm happy for them. That is probably going to be one of the next breakout Trackmania streamers. But at the end of the day, it's not about viewers to me. It's about me playing the game, having fun. And unfortunately, fun has waned in this game, you know. It's like we're doing a post-mortem, aren't we? I mean, I don't know, maybe in a way it feels good to get a lot of this shit out of my system. It will ultimately help with moving on from it. I mean, I could see me going to the end of the month and then actually seeing where I'm going to go with it after that. But like I said, I will maintain the club to a fine degree, you know, because people join it, and I don't understand why they join it. It's like, you know, sometimes things change, sometimes things don't, you know, but people still join the club, and it's cool, and I'm happy that people do want to join the club. Scruffy. I mean, it was like, you know, there was like a big, kind of a big contingent of Dutch people who came here, you know. You know, Dan, like Dramer's still one of them who's here, you know. Like, you know, Styles, Zerko. A few others, yeah, Battle Wolfie. Yeah, she were cool, she didn't take no shit. She did not take no shit from no one. Right, have a good one, Dramer. H. Smacklick. H. Smacklick. So, and that's when I guess we started running. I don't know. Someone said something like, "Oh, what we're gonna do after Cuppa?" Then I said, "Oh, let's just play today's map again, and we'll do it as our own eliminator." You know what I mean? Even then, it was like, you know, maybe 5 people. You know, so we still have a few laps and have a knockout. You know, and it just grew. It literally just grew, and I don't know how, I don't know why. But, you know, and this is before Virtual even like was looking at the channel, because when Virtual did come to the channel for that first time, and oh my god, it was like, are you kidding? 17th of March as well last year. 17th of March. That's literally when it all changed for me in Trackmania. I mean, I can't thank him enough. You know, but now I feel like a bit of an imposter because I'm not that person. So, you know. Now, in a way, I don't know, I'm almost kind of glad that things have become a bit more, say, hush. You know? And things have become a bit more cozy. So, you know. But yeah, it was like, oh, let's do our own thing. And it's like, oh, what shall we call it? What shall I call it? Oh, it's like, oh well, jams of the day. Well, okay, that'll do. Yeah, that works. So we did that, and then, you know, and then that's when it suddenly, when a lot of people started to come and play it. I mean, sometimes there were 16 people. They were like, you kidding? And I was like, you joking? Like, how are we getting this many people for when we used to have like maybe 3 or 4? And that's when we started doing it, taking it a lot more seriously. You know, we were doing scoring, like score sheets. I think I've still got them in archive somewhere. Oh boy, there was like some crazy bookkeeping things to go on. And that's how we spawned jams of the month. Like, you win your 4 weekly tournaments. Whoever gets the top 2 go through into the final, and the top 2 wildcard scorers go in there as well. So there'd be 10 drivers for jams of the month, you know, and a little prize for the winner. There was a little prize for it. Back then it was like a car skin or something, because Zerko and Sindrave's there's another fella, you know, another great fella for Trackmania. I really don't know what happened to him. It's like when there was that time when I started getting really emotional about the game, and when I mean emotional, I was like raging like crazy, absolute batshit crazy raging, and we're like, you know, it was something you don't even want being turned towards yourself, you know. And I was literally losing it. And if it hadn't have been for Methaglin, I'll tell you now, I probably would have still been raging the shit out of everything. So big thanks to him for saying you need therapy, and I'll tell you now, it worked. It's worked a lot better for me than I thought it were gonna. It's been an emotional ride doing it, but you know, to get to where I am was like, you know, it was so worth it. Because I mean, after all, it was like it was awful because it was more like a masculine rage, and it was like something I couldn't shift. Whereas like now I can just laugh it off better. But again, all big thanks to the the team who literally helped me out getting through all of this. At the end of the day, I did say to the therapist, I think the root cause of my emotional issues is Trackmania. I'm telling you. I think I hit the nail on the head there. Absolutely 100% true. Bang down the middle. Straight away. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. God almighty, it's like weird. There's been some good moments. I mean, when I first started streaming Trackmania on, I think it was YouTube even, very first person to come into the channel there, I think, was Nolifus. And that was only because I was doing some mapping. So, and it was like, oh, okay. And then we started talking and what have you. And then he kept coming over to streams and stuff. This is before Nolfus even started streaming himself. He was doing literally mapping YouTube videos at the time. And, so it's like he came to my channel. I found his YouTube. So I followed and subscribed there. And, watched a load of his videos and stuff. Oh my. Yeah, I know. So yeah, he was like literally one of the first of the cool people to come into the channel. I have to say that everybody who has come to the channel for Trackmania in some form, have been absolutely amazing people. So the only bad apple in that lot was me, unfortunately, and I can recognise that. And I do apologise for a lot of my behaviour in the past. I can't apologise enough. But we've moved on. We've realised a few things, and now things are starting to look a lot better. And with the people I've got around me now as well, especially in my very close personal life, I feel a lot happier and a lot better about things going forward, because I know that they're going to be there to help me as much as I'm going to be there to help them. Alright, we got copper in 13 minutes. I mean, I totally get it if the people who do come to watch Trackmania here. I totally get it if that, oh, she's not playing Trackmania anymore. And it's like, it's, well, okay, we're going to find somewhere else to get our Trackmania fixed. And that's fair. That is totally 100% fair. It's just sometimes I might not want to play it. I might not want to do a couple a day. It's going to be very hard to let it go fully. And I probably won't. So we'll just pick it up and maybe do a couple of races a week or something. But we won't be doing any serious driving, like, shorts or anything like that. All this stuff will probably come to an end for me. Or, if Z-Boy's streaming or something, maybe just play Zip Slip Cup or something. Things like that, and go down it that way. So, It's kind of weird. It's going to be kind of weird going on. There you go. I made up my mind. It must come to an end. Our relationship with Trackmania. It's not like it's on the rocks, you know. It was on the rocks at one point, you know, when people were like, you know, I'm pretty sure there were a lot of people doing, you know, private messages behind my back and stuff, which is fair. Like say, oh, he's fucking lost it. This kid's gone. He's washed. Because that was back then, you know. And then I transitioned, and that probably stuck a bit more of a wedge into that divide, which again, I'm not bothered about because I'm happy with the way I've developed. Oh, and there was a break-in on that last bit there, which I absolutely loved there, right on the inside. You know, we've had some good times. It's like, you know, it was like when Deep Dip first came out, the very first Deep Dip came out, it was like people were talking about, oh, there's this fucking shit hot amazing tower map that's just come out. And it was like, Jams, when you do it, what, are you doing a tower build? It was like, I was just like, what do you mean? Like, and then someone said, oh, let's do Jams Dip. I didn't even come up with the name. You know, somebody else came up with it. I don't even know who it was. It could have been Darn or something. And that's how Jams Dip came about. And I was like, okay, all right, then we'll put it together. We'll do a project. I mean, thankfully, Nolfus led it because I didn't have a clue. Oh, no. The Gamba. Right, map 5. Oof. Oh, what was that? Super Turbo? I didn't do it. Got a fat yeet over that though. That's dead. Right, you got to get onto that bouncy. Right, so 25 minutes to the cuppa. mean, at the end of the day, also I'd have to say that, you know, I've met a ton of good people along the way, a real good ton of people who've, you know, really sort of influenced things to a degree, and also it's been super nice that, you know, some of those people I can actually call a friend outside of Trackmania as well. So again, that's like been a very amazing kind of thing. I mean, I remember when I first started, when I just bought Mugenics, and it was like, okay, we're just like, you know, watching some stuff on Twitch. I saw somebody playing Mugenics on Twitch. I'm thinking, oh god, all right, oh wow, well, she's fucking pretty cool. She knows what she's doing on this game, and that's how I met Brick. So, and it's like, absolutely, are you kidding? Well, me, Orbital. Okay, not gonna lie. Yeah, so that's how I met Brick there, coming out of Trackmania. That was not really a Trackmania related thing. It was more when I started thinking I wanted to be variety. You know. I think from there, it's like, you know, it's been the same with Nymph. Been able to, like, you know, get into other games like, you know, Dark Tide, and playing some Warframe and stuff now, which is, like, you know, super cool. Yeah, that's way over time. Right, 5 more minutes on the shorts. Can't believe it, you know. Totally spilled all the shit out there. You know, I don't know. In a way, it's been good to get it out. Been good to talk about stuff. Like, you know, the highs, the lows, you know, the bits in between. I mean, I don't feel like I'm going to be sort of like, you know, I don't think I'll win another Cup of the Day on this ever, really. I think it'd be a major miracle if I did. I'm not going to say never, I suppose, but, you know, I have to be kind of like optimistic about things. But at the end of the day, you know, out of the 4,000 odd hours I've played the game, I'd have to say that I've enjoyed the majority of them. Where's my mind? What's that? Did I have 2 division wins on my rep sheet? I think you might find I've got 13 division wins on my rep sheet. 12 plus 1 for oh yeah, plus the 1 for the infamous Cup of the Night where I was soloing it. you don't get to solo a Cup of the Night very often. You were always on my mind. 12 division wins, and with reruns it's 13. Yeah, 2 is the longest div win streak. Back-to-back wins. They were back-to-back wins. So yeah, technically 12. A round dozen out of 1,300 matches. So, you know, that is over 3 years. Over 3 years gaming. Average rank 85.6%. That's fair. That is fair. Average div 35.2. We don't have 35 divs then no more. 35 divisions are long gone. I mean, look at these last runs here. I haven't seen anything. Oh my god. And even that one was terrible. So for the last 2 weeks, we've been floundering in 20-something country, which is, you know, in terms of div. And this is like looking at it, top 93%, top 95%. You know what I mean? They're not great stats. Top 98%. That's bottom div. That was bottom div. That one. So, you know. So my best ever div was in Division 8, but that was 2 years ago. You know, that was when, you know, playing the game day in, day out, like, you know, super serious about, you know, everything, you know, and it was like, oh God, can't believe how just crazy I was for the game. Like I said, I'm not ending the partnership yet, but it is going to come, and it's going to be hard for some people when they say, oh, why is she not playing Trackmania? Well, there'll be a reason for that. There'll be a reason for it. Yeah, but end of the day, it's like, you know, I've had no, you know, sort of like expectations have been like super amazingly good. People say, oh, you're doing all right, you're playing well, but it's like, yeah, I'm playing well on my standard, you know what I mean? Compared to you, it's a different level. Compared to you, it's a different level, you know what I mean? It's like me versus Lumox, not happening. He's always going to rinse every time. He's got the lines, he's got the vision. I just don't have it. See, he's got concentration. I'm always worried about what I'm doing next week in 2 minutes, like 30 seconds ago, you know? I got my AT, I was just killing time there. And talking rubbish, maybe. Nah, it's not rubbish. It's definitely something that needed to come out eventually, you know? So yeah. Right, well, there's the shorts. We got some time. I didn't get the first one. I need to get this one. $17.2. I don't know. Of that, I don't know. But at the end of the they like to take the inside line on the curve. Yo, Flux! Thanks for the meow. It's been I don't know, oh, it's like, you know, very sort of like kind of, and everything to do with this game has been emotional in some respect. It's just, you know, good times, bad times, and in between.
Hugs.
Thank you, sweetie. Appreciate that. Really, you know, the hugs. Hey, good Anjo. How are you doing? Welcome in, Ned. Hope you're doing well today, darling.
Yay!
Oh, thank you for spreading the love. I mean, it's like the song says, don't stop believing. You know what I mean? But, you know, I mean, there was a time when I I can't actually say for sure whether I was being pranked or trolled or what. But there was a time when we used to play rank when it was 3 versus 3, the good version, and you know I was in a match, and I was in playing some matches, and I was in with Zerko and Battle Wolfie, and you know they're like, you know, Div 8, Div 2, well Div 3 to Div 8 drivers, you know, and it was like, then there's me, you know what I mean? They're rinsing everything. They're getting like VIPs, gold medals, and you know, literally scoring like tons and tons of points. And there's me getting like minuses every time. And they're saying, "You're doing well, you're doing well." And it got to a point where they were saying it so often, it was just getting right on my nerves. And at that point, I fucking snapped. I literally just snapped and like literally said, "Yeah, I was, you know, I was ready to fucking ban them, you know, for just being like twats." They weren't being twats. It was just me being shit. You know, I just took it the wrong way and got stupidly emotional over it. Oh, friggin' hell, you kidding? Oh. You mean that? And it was like... So, once I'd learned that people were going to say that, like, "Oh, you're doing alright, you're doing fine." And my times were like +5, +7 every lap, you know what I mean? That's not doing fine, you know? Now, after they said, "Jams, you need to fucking drive better because you're doing shit," I would have accepted that, and I would have been better with it. But because they were like being that way, it just felt, nah, there's so much wrong here, so much wrong. And I think that's when I really started falling out with the game. I started falling out of love with the game. It was just like, from there it was just almost like a spiral to where we got to before I started therapy. Good job we've got this extra time left, haven't we? Okay, we can get this. We can get this. Hope you're having a good Monday then, Gradanjo. Hope your early evening is going well and that you've had a good day. It's always nice to see you here. Oh, those cacti. Good Monday, nice, nice. So probably by the end of like the week, like if any of this like gets through to other streamers, Trackmania streamers, it's like, oh yeah, like probably some people will still call me Spelljammer as well. So you know, it's just fair. But there was like, oh god, they're quitting Trackmania. It's like, what? I mean, it's not really a big deal, in fairness. It's like one day I'll go into like, you know, Cruise E, into a Cruise E lobby, like when he does like a night thing, and I'll be like, "Hey guys, I'm giving Trackmania up." I can imagine what that's gonna. "Hey Z, I'm giving Trackmania up." Be like, what? That's right, Z. Don't try and talk me out of it. My mind's made up. Or it'll more than likely be a case of, "Hey Z, did you know I've given Trackmania up?" You're like, what? You're like, what? Nah, if there's anyone I really want to do well as a Trackmania streamer, it's Z-Boy. Nolifus 2. Those two. They deserve, you know, a shot at, you know, something good from the game. Both of them offer different aspects to the game, and you know, I can't say fairer than that. They're very good at what they do. So, you know. Right, you're kidding? In another 10 minutes I still couldn't get this? Oh my god. Washed. Oh, we're so close. We're so close to it. It's like, God. It's also really kind of weird as well, because the people that I've had to ban in the channel have been because of Trackmania as well. Oh, fuck sticks. I mean, there's been some, like, you know, obvious dickheads who've just come in and started, like, you know, being absolute knobheads, which, you know, you're going to get banned for, you know. But there were, yeah, the Sigmail incident, that were a weird one. And that was all because he was a driver of literally my skill level, who couldn't cope with people like, you know, Thalamus, Fatty, like Dan, like absolutely wiping the floor, like Lumox as well, wiping the floor with laps, and he couldn't even get close. And he was having an argument with me about what is the point in playing this. And I say, well, you know, I didn't really vote for him, but you know, then he took it too far. If you were there at the time, you'll know what happened, but I'm not going to go over it again. But he got banned for it. Big ban. Big ban. Can't believe he had the cheek to fucking message me in Discord as well, telling me what I was doing was wrong. Absolute, could not get my breath over that. Oh, I was complaining about Giga Smurfing, that started him off. How are you doing there, Methaglin? Yeah, I did mention your name earlier, and it was like, you know, and it was all the thanks for getting me into therapy, or kicking my ass and getting myself into therapy. So, you know, big shout out to you for that. Thank you. Right, it's almost cuppa time. But yeah, he started moaning about Gigawatt, who I did have on my list of Smurfs. You know, it's like, oh yeah, this Dr. Gollum, Pierogan, Starragant, Gigawatt. It was like, yeah, Gigawatt wasn't really like, yeah, when I found out who he was, or rather when a certain detective found out who he was, you know. But yeah, this guy just started complaining about why is he driving these times and I'm not. And I all I could say to him is like, well, you just need to get better. You got to drive faster. I'm like you. I can't compete with these guys. You know, do you hear me complaining about it? You know, at the end of the day, I'm your host. You know, I'm hosting the goddamn thing. And you're moaning at me because you can't drive faster than those guys? I mean, come on. And then he started going on about the transition and was like, nah, that was it. You're done. You're out. Oh, I can't believe I didn't get that. It happens some weeks. It happens. Oh. You know something? Have I still got that document? I mean, I don't know. I can. To be fair, I can be personal about it now. Uh, oh. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my god. Honestly, scrolling's like so rough. I'm trying to find that thing he sent, honestly. Right, 4 minutes. God, it was so long ago as well. Cancelling Track on Fridays. I've come to the conclusion I'm a complete lightweight. Fucking so true though. It's so true. God, you know, I don't think I could drink that like that. I did. Oh god, it was so long ago as well. So I don't even know anymore. But I thought I'd captured it here. It's not there. Not in there. Hey there, Nia. How are you doing? Yeah, not bad there. I hope you're having a good one too. We've got 2 minutes for cuppa. How are you doing there, Cancer? Welcome in. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing all right today. You know. Yeah, we just had an hour of post-mortem on the game. You know, I really thought I copied it somewhere, but I don't know where I put it. I wonder if I've got it on my phone. Right, we've got a minute to go. At the end of the day, what it came down to is this guy. He didn't want me to transition to the point where he was telling me to stop LARPing, go see a psychiatrist. You know, stop taking hormones. It was like he was that insistent that what I was doing was so wrong, and that's what led him to the big insult on stream. And I don't. It's like from Giga Smurfing to then calling me that were it. You know, it was like, you know, and I can't argue with somebody because, you know, he just wouldn't listen anyway. So it, you know, it just didn't matter. But it's done. What's done is done. but it was awful. I need to find it because I want to show someone it. Right, Mantis Spicer Bresla is your map today. I mean, I don't know if you were there at that point, Kenser. But in subsequent cups of the day afterwards, it was like, you know, this guy, Sigmail, would then see Bollabok in lobby and say, hey up, and the Bollabok would go around, fuck off, Sigmail. Just fuck off. It was like, that was amusing. But he fucking made his bed, so he got to lie in it, you know? If you're going to say shit like that in public, you've got to deal with the consequences. I know where it is. I need you more tonight. More than ever. In love, now I'm only falling apart. Fuck me. Yeah, that's probably why I'm never going to get into America. Looking back on, looking back on all my old media, social media posts. Right, tell you what, we'll just get on with it. I'm just doom scrolling. Right, good luck everybody in your cup of the day today. Not gonna work, huh? But it never lasts forever. It won't hurt you. You can predict away. You've got 5 minutes. Cancer Aussie Rustic says there were the gems are all here. Yeah. All we need's Carl now, and we're golden. Fuck me, no way. Hey there, Phil, how you doing? Hope your Monday morning is looking good. Thanks for the good looks. Hell, I think we're beyond needing luck now. We're working on miracles. Definitely working on miracles. Oh me. Oh, that's sketchy. Alright, we'll just go with this and this will be the end, I guess. This will last forever. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. So, Phil, as to how your Monday's going, yeah, it's not a bad map as Wrestler, but I've just been going on that there's going to come a time when I'm not going to be streaming Trackmania. I'll let that sink in a little bit and understand the ramifications of that. No, we're not going to be playing Fortnite. Oh no. Or to a degree, not as much. It'll literally be a cup of the day, and as soon as I'm knocked out, that's it, boom. Be more than happy to come in and play Slip Cup on a Friday, and do Cuppa and Slip Cup, and that'll be it on a Friday. You know, be the longest segment of Trackmania in the week on stream here. But yeah, I think I'm ready to kind of move on. There's some really good games out there that I've been getting into. Warframe for one. Playing some of the, like, you know, revisiting some of the older games that I played before. Again, still hold up and they still look good. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you're always welcome here, Phil. Absolutely. Whether it's Trackmania or whatever, you know. It's all about the people sometimes, you know what I mean? It's not necessarily about the game. Well, to be fair, it's always about the people. It's never about the game. Let's get that right. Oh, you're spot on there, sweetie. Spot on. But after a couple of days, I'll let you have a look at it. It was like I was gobsmacked when that got sent to me. Thing is, I don't even think he plays the game anymore. I'm pretty sure he doesn't. This map's not for you. So tell me then, Kenton. Tell me how do you feel that the maps have become or progressed of late? You know, in say the last 12 months or so. You know, because you've been playing the game on off pretty much. You know that during that time. Keep curtains on Oh, we'll probably play GeoGuessr again. Don't worry about that. So yeah, keep them curtains closed, kid. Nobody's peeping. Well, not too much anyway. Oh, fucking hell. Too many restarts. I don't know that bit of the map at all, really. Yeah, I agree. They have got to a difficulty point that, you know, the 15 minutes, you're right, we just don't get enough time. I mean, I'm in Div 24 out of 28 today. That's kind of unusual in itself. Top gem at the moment is RZ. We've got Rustics and Kent's doing 17. That's if you play Div. And Stower's in Div 18. Go on. Go and challenge. Get yourself in Div 17 and we'll have a bag full of gems there rocking it out in 17. Or higher. I mean, I feel that the maps have a slightly more difficult edge to them. Is all I can kind of really say. You know? And I don't think it's anything to do, I don't think it's anything to do with the mapper or the map, but rather the way that my skills can't cope with them. You know, let's be realistic. It's always been a skill issue for me, this game. But we play for what we can get, you know? I mean, it'd be interesting to put it on hiatus for 6 months and then come back and see what I'm like on it. You know, I can't exactly say I'd be any good, but, you know. Shit. What's that? Reminds me of a case where someone was nude inside down with the curtains open, visible from the street. When the street view car came around, was only found later, and it became a whole thing. Yeah. We're doing the puzzle campaign. Okay. I mean, there's other things which can, you know, grab your interest. It doesn't necessarily have to be straight out flat racing, cup of the day style, or anything like that. You know. I mean, I'd still go out and say, you know, even if you're not good on the ice, get yourself in Slip Cup every Friday. You know, Z-Boy did not pay me to say those words, but I will say them freely. Right, we're out of time. We're ready to go. We're going to do it. Right, if you are driving, the best of luck. Right, div 25 out of 28. We'll go with that. And Ozzy there in div 7, well played. Right, Gems of the Day has been shortened now. It's now to 700 points. And it's a 5-minute warm-up on... 5-minute warm-up prior to race. Yeah, that's indeed, yeah. It's like, you know, check out Northwest's community campaign if you're thirsty for maps. How many maps is that then, drummer? 25? Excuse me. We've got lags. Unlucky. Right. Fucking Smurf Mog here. Hi. No, he's not really a Smurf. He's probably on a meeting right now, in a meeting. You got 25, including 2 from Nolfus, intro, and 1 got someone to get the map any time I dropped out. Ah, right, okay. Oh, did we see who else was in here? Gothmog. We've got 45 drivers, so it's not great. Evan from the Sea Eepies. Wickinger. Yeah, it's pretty much in a meeting. I knew it. I knew he'd be in a meeting. Alright then, good luck everybody. Fuck that tree, honestly. $110. Oh, terrible. PB 101. 57 for silver. This is going to be a struggle fest, I guess. It's not the inf, is it? Oh my fucking god. I don't even know. I don't even know. Oh, rough off. I think I've just knocked myself out here. Nearly. Is that 50.3 for Giga in warm-up? Oh, you're in the same div as Giga. In your div again? Oh no. He's crazy, isn't it? And you think, how am I supposed to compete with that? You know what I mean? But you're gonna have to. It's like us. He's like me. He's an older person. He needs time to figure the map out. And he'll get faster. He literally will get faster and faster. What happened to my Spotify widget? Ah, fuck me. Alright, well that's dead, I guess. God damn it. Donut. How did I survive? I keep asking myself that question every day, on every lap. Oh, you're fucking diabolical. I'm done. I'm telling you. This is what and this is probably the only reason I can't stand Cup of the Day sometimes. God almighty. I weren't going to come back from it. I was way too far behind. was actually getting rather worked up then. I was almost ready to go boof. But no. But no. She sat on my shoulder saying, go on, fucking do it. Just fucking throw that pad somewhere and do it. Show him all what you really like. I said, no, I'm not doing it. That was terrible. That was terrible. See what I mean? You know what I mean? You get yourself into a, like, soft locked into a stupid scenario. And then as soon as you're forced into a double respawn, it's already over. I know, and I don't DNF very often. Oh my god, that loop. He got gold. So it's like in future, if I'm doing Cup of the Day and that happens, elimination, quite likely, the likelihood is that will be it and I'll be off. Game's done. Oh, we've finished Cup of today. We'll go back to the game we were playing, or we'll switch games into something new. But I'm done with getting angry over shit like this. I really am done with it. And nobody predicted 33 and above. Where did we get? 34. Just that one more lap. I was never going to come back, Drummer. I was never going to come back from that. Unless everybody was going to crash harder, that was never going to be a thing. Alright, Gothmog there getting ripped. Exactly, you're right there, Kenser. That's exactly right. You've said that to me on very many numerous occasions, and you've been right every time. You have been absolutely spot on with that. Thank you and appreciate you for your support there as well. You know, because a lot of other maybe Trackmania streamers will try and grin and bear it and just like, you know, keep trying to keep going with it. But I think I've literally just run it into the ground with it now. Oh my word. He's got his wheel. He's got everything cut. Oh my god. He's upside down. Is he going to stay in? He's going to stay in. How did you stay in? The thing is though, Cancer, it did used to bring me a lot of joy, you know. I've had to kind of like come into it now, you know. It's like I'm almost like, you know, it's like, I don't know, almost doing something that's expected of me. What did he do there? Okay, that wasn't great. He's just run himself out of the race. You know, there were like, you know, big times like where I would really look forward to just booting this game up and playing it all night long. And then it's like, oh, you've got to stop streaming now because it's nearly midnight. Oh, really? Hell, you remember the times when I used to do 2 streams a day. I mean, I think a lot of people who used to remember 2 streams a day, you know? Yeah, if you can get that loop, that is so nice. I didn't even realise you could get that loop. I didn't even realise there was a line through it. Trash map that should have been on a Sunday. Nobby, do you know Hobson? Yeah, I've seen him. I mean, he's coming to like, he was playing what, Jams of the Week, I think. Yeah, he played Jams of the Week on Saturday, but he hangs around in Z-Boys a lot as well. No, no. I think a couple of cars wiped out back there. That's true. That's true. There's always a stream moment. There is always a stream moment, regardless of what game it is, you know. You know, a moment of amazing realization, and a moment of something massive just got pulled off. There's also that, oh, what did you do that for? You know, those unfortunate moments as well, which can be just quite funny. It has been a bit of a post-mortem stream, in all fairness. I mean, it's like earlier on, it's like, you know, I really enjoyed like revisiting Monster Hunter World. It's like, it still holds up. But I think to be fair, I'm going to install Wild as well, and maybe give that a go on stream, to be fair. Again, it's a co-op game, so, you know, there's options to get viewers to play with, which would be nice. But yeah, I've had some great moments on this game. Well, I think the great moments is like those days when Cup of the Day where a win came along, you know. Right, we're in top 16 and Wickinger's still here. Normally that guy's like eating dust downtown somewhere. PB into out, them's the brakes. It sure is. .3s. I mean, it's quite a ways away from 80 for a change, you know. All I want to know is it's not the inf. It can't be. It can't be. Yeah, I think another time when, you know, I might dust the game out is like, you know, campaign day. So when there's a new campaign, that might be worth coming back to have a play. You know, it's like, you know, I wouldn't want to, like, you know, dismiss the. I'll probably still pay for the sub because I want to keep the club active. So yeah, there is campaign day and the occasional cuppa. So I don't think it'll be 100% gone, but it'll be like 97.5% gone. Alright, then 95. We'll call the campaign like 4% and cuppa 1. It's like, you know, and to a degree, it's like I'm kind of like using this moment to say, am I going to talk myself out of it? Am I not going to give it up? You know? Part of me will like, it'll be like, you know, get scared all of a sudden and backtrack. It's like, no, I've got to stay strong this time. I really have. Right, so Inf won that lap. Can't be that guy. That's Super Smurfer otherwise. But it's not going to be soon. You know, it's not going to be like in the next few days or weeks. You know, it will get phased out. So just be aware. I know a lot of people like to come here to watch Trackmania, watch me play Trackmania, but you know, like I said, we'll probably like just nip it back down to Cuppa only. It's like, you know, I do want to thank everybody who supported, you know, all the events that I've tried to do. You know, I've tried stuff out. I've failed in a lot of stuff as well. So, you know, but, you know, you won't know how it's going to work out unless you do try it or give it a chance, you know. Oh, yeah, absolutely. It'll still pop back in. Like I said, campaign day. And maybe play like bits and pieces of the campaign over the course of a week. Maybe, you know. Cuppas here and thither. But, you know, slip cut on a Friday. It might even sometimes even just come in. Oh, it's like, you know, 7 o'clock. Right, let's go straight into slip cut. And just play that and give Z-Boy the support, you know. Edgewood. God almighty. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I was playing Cyberpunk yesterday. I was playing Monster Hunter World today. You know, we started Final Fantasy Rebirth yesterday as well. So there's games out there. We've got Warframe running right now. Even though that game's like, you know, so old. It feels so good. You know, it's super smooth, buttery smooth. And it's just got so much going for it. It's just because there's so much going for it, it's overwhelming, you know. But you know, we've got some good mentors in there. You know, it's like Brick and Methaclid. They know their shit. They've been playing the game ages. So imparting the knowledge.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 subscription to Phil.
Thank you so much to the anonymous gifter giving HSN Phil a tier 1 subby. Thank you so much, and enjoy the sub there, Phil, with the like no ads and emotes. Anonymous back at it again, of course. We still don't know who that is, but yeah, we really do appreciate their support, gifting those little subbies here and thither. Thank you so much, really appreciate it. And when we find out who you are, you're getting big hugs and kisses. Right, we're in Final Cut and Racing Santa just got busted. Very busted. Oh, there we go. How are you doing, Martian? Nice to see you, welcome in. Yeah, I think Imp is probably going to win this. If it is the Imp. Which is ridiculous. Even a driver of that standard wouldn't degrade to a point of being in Div 25. That is just a case of Smurfitis. That is a real case of Smurfy. Oh my word, Agerwood and somebody else there bonking hard. Was that Iran? It was Iran. And there's always new games coming out too, so you know, and I'm not afraid to, like, you know, spend dollars on a game brand new day one. It opens things up a bit more, to be fair, in that regard. I mean, it's like, what would the next racing game that I play be? You start playing Monster World on the PS5. Nice. Is it what? Monster Hunter World? Alright, okay. Yeah, which one though? Because there's loads of them. That's true. That's true. I mean, I did grow a big Trackmania community over the years, you know, it's declined and dwindled over time. And I think, you know, it's like prior emotional states, my anger was a bit of a root cause for it. The transition was another, you know, but people are allowed to make their own choices and their own decisions. So, you know, but for the people who have been here in all the time that we've been playing Trackmania, I still thank them, and I still, you know, say hello, and you know, still very courteous to them, you know, regardless. Don't matter where I see them on Twitch, you know. So it's like, you know. Oh, you just need to find the time to grind it a bit. You know, I wish that was proper crossplay. I'm not sure if it is or not. Oh, I saved Gothmog. Well done. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure, but I think that like the first, first followers were like, you know, 2023. What's that? If you never played that one cup of the night, you probably would never have found my streams. I mean, it's kind of weird in a way how, you know, people have found you know the old stream. I mean, back then it was, you know, we started your intro. Welcome to bottom divs. Well, it was lower divs. I was like, yeah, welcome to lower divisions. That's where it started. Z-Boy started using it, so effectively I then just thought, okay, I'll just give it to him. But I'll tell you now, and Z-Boy is not a lower divisions driver anymore. I'll tell you that now. That guy has improved so much on the game. You know, he's brought a lot of fun to the game, and I think his community is amazing. You know, and the way that they go about playing the game, sweet candy. Hey there, Draymond. Welcome back. Hope your dinner was nice. You've been following 2 years, 3 months, 4 days. There you go. I don't know if that command would work for me. I don't think it would. I'm not following me. I'm not following. You'll be doing your Warframe weeklies later on. Okay, cool. 10 months, nice one, Martian. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing later on though, Britt. I don't know. Maybe we can like rope me and Flux in on some action. We'll see. We'll see. I'll ask her in a bit, but she's having a lay down right now. But yeah, it would be kind of cool to do that. No problem, sweetie. No problem. We'll do. We'll do. I did. I played them at the beginning of the... Well, I played Monster Hunter World for an hour to get used to the controls again. And then when we did that, we did a great Jagras hunt. It brought some memories back there. And, Gothmog's in the podiums nicely. And then when we booted up tracks, it was like, that's where we started, played the shorts. Yeah, because there's circuit as well. Circuit's refreshed as well. I didn't do it last week, I should have done it. Right, we got ourselves a final. Who's driving this fight? It's Imp goes out and Gothmog versus Tekakaki. So Italy versus the United States. You top 100 on map 3. Damn, nice one, Martian. See, that's another thing I like about this game, is like hearing your success stories, you know. Brings me a lot of joy to know that you're doing rather well at other stuff. 200 still pretty good. Out of like tens of thousands. Yeah, Phil, regarding that helping Z, like I said, I told the story earlier that, you know, me and Z pretty much started streaming this at the same time. Both started out on YouTube. Both then navigated, because he was saying to me, oh, I don't know whether I should go to Twitch or not, because I'd just gone to Twitch, and I said to him, yeah, get yourself to Twitch. You'll get a lot more views there, and your community will totally like go wide open. You know, I didn't expect it to go as wide open as it has, and that's been such a good thing to see. You know, kind of said before that I was a little bit jealous, but you know, because he was doing so well and I was like standing still. But I'm very happy for Z, despite everything. You know. Yeah, I've got Iceborne. Yeah, that was the one I was playing earlier. Right, Gothmog then smurfs it out for a Cruzy win. What about that? Hell's bells. So, you know, it's really, it's been one of those rides in a way. Hang on, did I miss somebody coming in? I'm not sure if I missed somebody coming in. She might be in, but I don't know if she's just lurking, which is cool. Right, there you go. That was your cup of the day today. Very disappointing for me. Kind of trigger inducing at that point, but you know, we'll see. It's not, no way. The time zone difference, you guess it? Maybe, but I don't know. I mean, Z, it was weird because Z said to me, you know, oh, I was thinking about streaming at like 6 o'clock, do the cup of the day, but he said, oh, you're doing that, Jams, so I'm going to let you do that and I'll just go do my regular thing, cup of the night. And I thought that was a really sweet thing for him to say, to do that, but I really wouldn't have minded if he'd have come and done it anyway, every day, whatever, you know. Oh, the video, that virtual, yeah, the virtual video upload on April 15th. Yeah, that race was took place in March 2024. I really appreciate him thinking I was his mentor. You know, he's come on so well. I'm really happy for him. You know, and if you get the opportunity, do tell him. You know what I mean? Because I know sometimes he doesn't read his Discord DMs. And that was very kind of him, you know, but it really doesn't matter, you know, for him to just come and do his stuff whenever he wants, you know. I know that's why he looks at Discord very infrequently, because I do know that I have seen him, like, you know, talking and stuff. Don't read chat sometimes. Because at the end of the day, he's concentrating on what he's doing in game, you know. I know it's for me. It's like I'm always like looking at screen, at chat, you know what I mean. I've looked at chat while I'm driving and got myself knocked out for it, you know. But I am going to keep the club running, you know. I'm still going to pay for the sub because I'm not going to let the club go fallow. You know what I mean? Not when there's this many people in it. You know, I'm not going to let them down by just buggering off and not saying no. You know? So the club's going to stay. I'm still going to maintain it to a degree. You know? Even if it's just playing stuff off stream or, you know. So. Alright, what we'll do is we'll do a full WOD today. It is. But Z's doing well. He's got 1300 in his, and that's coming on nice. You know? Yeah, but and it's like, I'm not going to be like a tattletale out, but Martian, I've seen you lurking around in Slash's streams a lot lately. Yeah, I literally just go in and see into Trackmania streamers and just actually just see who's there. You know, thinking, all right, nice, cool. Hey there, Rustics. How you doing today? Slash is the goat. Yeah, me and him had a little bit of a falling out on his submitted floor for Jams Dip 2. It was literally impossible. Well, it weren't impossible. It was just ridiculously tough. Even Darn Dine struggled with it. And if Darn Dine struggles with a map, then it's a case that it's like, oh my god. Then there's got to be like, you know, there's got to be a ways around it. The thing is, Slash wouldn't budge. You know, there's a few people whose maps wouldn't budge, like Naz as well. I'm sorry to say, and you know, I just said, look, if you're not going to come halfway and help us out with the map, or at least show me how to drive it, then you know what I mean. It's like I can't include it because I said if I can do the map, then it will be included and it'll be fine. You know, there's no point putting something in where people are going to struggle to the point where they're just going to go, fuck it, I'm not doing it. Oh, hang on. Oh my word. Yeah, I'm going to like extend it a little bit because I'm having good fun yapping right now. Just have to wait and it will come easy. Oh, so that you had two people accused of smurfing. One DNF'd in 8, the other seems to try to throw every other top 8 round. One of those kinds of people. You won on the roulette there, drummer? Nice. He's improved as a mapper since then. I mean, I'd like to think so. You've got to give people that benefit of the doubt, you know, to improve. Alright then, come and join us in Gems of the Day. And let's have ourselves a little bit of fun. Back to 1,000 points for today, we'll see. 10-minute warm-up. I mean, I'm sure as we go on, there'll be you know, other moments of reminiscence from the game and what have you. You know, people we've met along the way. But I do have to say, out of all the people that, you know, we've met in Trackmania, Nolofus and Z-Boy are the two that really stand out. Yeah, why not? Because that helps you as a driver and a mapper as well. You know, so there's nothing wrong with bouncing around a few different streamers. You know, absolutely. Like, you know, it's the natural evolution for yourself. So, you know, streamers you used to not watch. I get it. I get that. Yeah, I get that. I do totally get that, yeah. Hey peeps, thanks for coming in to join in. Look at that, filled with the gems on. Nice one. I'm not going to tell Z-Boy. I won't tell him that you're moonlighting. But I mean, there are some, you know, other Trackmania streamers out there that you might want to look at, like, you know, Tyronian as for one, the Real Justin as well for another. I mean, they've just started sort of like, you know, well, Real Justin's kind of just started streaming a little bit. So, you know, check him out, give him some support. He doesn't just play Trackmania, but he does play a lot. But he also does a lot of mapping, and that, I know that interests a lot of people, you know. So that's totally fair. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's like earlier on, I was like, you know, so close to like tearing up, really close, you know. But I've got to keep reminding myself, I'm not letting go 100%, you know. And sometimes you guys will get to see some Trackmania action. So, you know, don't dismiss the fact that, you know, it's a 100% done. It's not 100% done. I mean, I've got like 10 years plus of content of Warframe to devour, you know? I've got all those games in my library that, you know, have been clamouring for my attention, and now they're finally getting a look in. Hell, I was even thinking about downloading GTA 5 and having another go on that. It's been so long. I'm not actually sure whether I think I've done it on PC, but I'm not sure. I know I did it like extensively on Xbox 360. That's how fucking old that game is. I'm not on about doing online, because I'm not really fussy about GTA Online. It was always the story. GTA 5, best story game I've ever played in my life, without a shadow of a doubt. Oh, fucking airtime. Really? Z-Boy was going for GSL? Fuck. It is absolutely. It's on my day one radar. But you got to understand, PC version isn't going to come out for like 3 years, 4 years after like they've released it on console. You know what Rockstar are like, they're absolutely useless. It's like they can cash in, they could cash in, you know, day one, PC, PlayStation, Xbox, hell, Nintendo Switch 2, you know what I mean? They could cash in, but they don't do it for, they just give it console exclusivity to start with, and I don't get it. But yeah, I probably would be very interested in downloading that again, installing that again. Fucking great game. Well, we've got less than 3 minutes in this warm-up, and then we're going to get in down into some racing. Fuck! Honestly, you can't get that one right. Yeah, exactly. You're right. They will spend the money on it twice, which is kind of why they think they do stagger it a bit. I mean, you have to understand, I think the graphical capability on PC will outweigh the console by a million miles. Plus, it would be great to play that in co-op on stream as well. You know, get a regular special moment, you know, special day for it, you know. What's that? You'll probably buy it as well. What, twice? I mean, at the end of the day, even if it's like 80 quid, I'd still buy it. And you know people are just going to buy it. Because they're going to be playing it for like so long. Looking to find every little bit of, like, you know, everything that they could uncover, you know, every little clue, you know. I'm sure it'll still have all the staple stuff, you know, even right down to the, like, you know, stunt drive things. But, you know, I think everybody is kind of like hoping that they're going to bring something new to it. And I think the co-op is the big new thing. Well, I don't know. We need something more. Bagsy playing the girl character. I'll play Bonnie. Fuck. Right, have a good one then, Cap Sub-Zero. Thanks for joining in. And we'll see you again soon. What's that? Any minute bug in improvement gets ironed out with peace. True, there is that. Yeah, exactly. There is all of that drummer, yeah, which is like, you know, messed up in a way. It don't need to be, but at the end of the day, it's, you know, it's a crime game. You know what I mean? There's so much like option for stuff, you know. Right, here we go. Right, 7 of us having a go. Yeah, you're right. There was no story DLC whatsoever. But I don't know. I think at the end of the day, the campaign was that big. Did it actually need any? But I'm going to give it a pop. I mean, I've played every single one since 3. You know. I wasn't a big fan of 1 and 2. GTA London was not a big fan of them. But they were top-down view. As soon as it went into 3D on PS2, I was like, fucking whoa, game changer. This is the future of gaming. And it was like, oh, it was a banger. Rough. Oh. So yeah, this girl's always got wheels in the air for some reason. Big thanks to everybody coming in on... Oh, you bastard. Coming in on this Gems of the Day. Really appreciate it. Oh, what the fuck, Zabresla? Why'd you put this shit in? Oh, shit. Yeah, that was the only thing. That was another thing about online. I didn't really like it, to be honest. And I just would not go into a public lobby if I could help it. I just couldn't do it. It's like, it just got like what Drummer was saying. It was just getting murderous. You know, you're walking down the street, you just come out of your apartment and you get rocket launched. It was like, you're fucking kidding me. It's like, dude, I'm just trying to fucking do a job here. You know, it's like, you're shooting me with a fucking rocket in the face? Hell's teeth. Yeah, that was like, fuck that. I'm not into that shit. Because, I mean, I played it on Xbox 360, PlayStation 4, and PC. So, you know. So I played that game a fuck ton. coming, I'm coming. You're going full cam 3. Uh-oh. It says leaving the game. Yeah, exactly. And it just got stupid. And then Rockstar, you know, obviously doing fuck all about it. I mean, that's enough to fucking piss people off. For real. Hey, let's make it so that nobody wants to play it online public, you know? Mind you, I remember when that came out day one, GTA Online, and it was like, just could not get into a lobby at all. It was just like so tough to get him on. It was bugged as hell, bugged to hell as well. Can't get my turn right. Oh, no way! Game crashed? No way! That is a cruel blow, Dreamer. That is a cruel blow. That means now I might be able to beat you, at least. That's so sad, isn't it, when I have to beat somebody who's not even in the game. I'm sorry. Big gravy? Can I have fish and chips and a big gravy? Ouch. Mind you, there's been a few times though with Rockstar. Oh my god. With a lot we'll do that again. I mean, with Rockstar Games though, it's like, you know, it was like we'd all ordered Red Dead Redemption 1 on Xbox 360, and it's like Johnny Fandango down the road. He says, "Oh, I've just got mine. I've just got mine." And he's going like, "Gem, yours will be turning up. Yours will be here soon." It's like, you know, 10 minutes later, bam, through the door. And it's like everybody had their version of the game, and Squid were going, "Where's mine? Where's mine?" It was like getting right mardy. Then it all of a sudden it turned up, and everybody was the happiest people in video game land. Are you bound before the yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that was really. It's like, all I know is it's like going from GTA 4. Was it in GTA 4? I'm not sure. I think it was GTA 4 when they introduced, like, each mission had a scaling, like bronze, silver, gold, and that's like, because they didn't have that in 3. And I'll tell you now, I played 3 for like maybe 200 or 300 hours. And I was like looking for all those hidden packages. It was like, you know, people used to come round. It's like, because it's like, you know, I might have in the past, you know, maybe been a naughty girl and sold some weed here and there. I used to have people coming round. It's like, you know, I was like, I'd have to order it in for them. So, well, I didn't actually sell it to them. They got it off somebody who I called. Anyway, so they just sit down and watch me play GTA 3 until they got their stuff. Did I just DNF? Oh my god. So, you know, and then GTA 4 came out and they introduced that scoring system in the missions, which was like, oh my god, this is new. And I said, right, I'm going to gold every mission. And we're like, you're not gold in every mission. Not a chance. Oh my god. But I don't know with GTA, a lot of the time it's about the characters. GTA 4, it's like Roman, Brucey Kibbutz especially. You look like shit. You need to get some bullshit testosterone in you. It's like, okay. In GTA 5, oh, Kent's got triggered. In GTA 5, it was Trevor. You know, those are the characters. Oh, shankers. We're going to finish a lap. No worries there, Cancer. No worries. Yeah, you said it was a bad run for you, and I totally get it. I totally get you. Don't worry about it. It's fine, you know. When it gets to you, you got to do the right thing for your mind there. Right, you have a good night yourself, and we'll see you on the next one. But thanks for coming in there, Cancer. Saints Row 3. Oh my god, yes. Now that was a game. That was a game that I really did enjoy as well. Oh, that takes me back. Was it that one with Johnny Gat in it? Yeah, because I remember starting off a male character in that game, and I thought to myself, that don't look right. It don't look right, and so I changed it to female. It was like, right, now we're cooking. Yeah, that's when we was cooking. It was like, oh yeah, this is so much better. Fucking hell, one day I might get that. But I don't know. It's like sort of like every video game I've played. That it's like, you know, you get a choice of genders. It's like I will always pick female, and I always have. Lumox is going for a perfect race here. That's going to cost me $5. Not that I mind spending it. Oh. Not quite a PB. Third person booty looks nice for real. Yeah, it was like there was like, you know, one scene like Brucey, Nico, and Roman had all gone to this nightclub, and like Roman was so stoked about going to this club, and he was like, I'm gonna get some vagina tonight. It was like, I was like, you fucking what now? It was like, yo, oh, little things like that. It was just like, you know, little laugh out loud moments in games like that. It's like, oh my god. There was one sort of like, because they were introducing, if you speak to this character and do his quest, you can't then do this person's quest. One of the characters was this guy called Money X. He was a right prick, to be fair. And oh fuck me. And the opposite was this homeless guy So eventually, it's like what I think it was kind of like if you went with this homeless guy, you would end up killing Money X, and he'd sort of like move in. Yeah, I mean, I played the original Saints Row when I was working at Pegler's. Apparently, this guy bought it for his kid, and this kid had gone, Dad, look at these tits, and that was it there, because it was like, you know, he was only a nipper, so it was like, so they took it off him and they sold it, so I bought it off him. So, you know, I was like, you know, kind of did a bit of a. I said, well, you know, you're not going to get much more than a tenner for it. He wanted like 20 quid. I was like, nah, I'll take it off your hands for a tenner. He relented in the end just to get rid of it. It's been out a bit. I said, look, mate, it's been out a while, so you know, you won't get much more for second hand. So you'd probably get a lot less for second hand. So, you know, Saints Row 2 was a bit skanky, but I don't know, didn't like it, but Saints Row 3 was the business. I bought it myself for Christmas one year. It was like I spent months playing it. Absolutely months. Yeah, he didn't know though. He didn't know it was like, you know, that kind of game. He really didn't. So, so it was like, you made a big faux pas there, sir. You know. It's like, you know, parents buying their kids GTA, not realizing what it's about. But yeah, I mean, Saints Row, I think was probably worse for like raunchy and like violence than GTA was. How? I would say, you know what kids are like? As soon as they see tits, they get fucking worked up a bit, you know? And it's like, you know, my response would be, wait till you see him in real life, kid, you know? I don't know if I played that. I think I might have. But again, this is like yesteryear games from, like, you know, consoles. I got some good hammer out of my Xbox 360, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, fuck me. Suck my dick, honestly, that map. Right, Lumox and Arzi, we're gonna spectate this one up. Absolute mayhem, yeah. Wasn't Saints Row 4 something to do with going into space? I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was. I might have played it, but I don't know. I know whatever the last one was that released, I have not played that. Right, Lumox there has taken this race by the scruff of the neck today. Well played there, Lumox. Agents of Mayhem. I do believe I've got that in library. I might have played it for 20 minutes. And there we go. Thank you everybody who came in to play this one. Congrats to Lumox for winning. That was a perfect race, wasn't it? thought it was. I think I have played it. Almost indeed. Oh, the end got you once. Right, okay. I was just about to gift a sub to the community. Rather, to be fair, I owe you a gifted sub anyway from a previous. Right, there we go. Fun times to be fair. Yeah. Oh, an hour, nearly an hour. Yeah, because that was by the devs of Saints Row, wasn't it? Agents of Mayhem. I'm pretty sure it was. There you go, Saints Row 4 re-elected. Yeah, played it for 50 hours. So I pretty much did the main campaign. GG's indeed there, Aaron. Nice to see you as well. Congrats on second. You were the top gems. You've been the top gems today all around. In divs, in Cuppa, and second place in GOTD. So yeah, I mean that was kind of good. Not bad for a 12 gig game, you know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Oh, it's like, oh, there you go, original Saints Row. But again, oh, hang on, is that the new Saints Row? Is that the remake one? No, I'll say it's 59 gigs. It can't be the first one. The first one would have been about 7 gig, but it was tiny. Looks like the Oh, you're kidding! Look at that. We're finding games. We're finding games to play. Holy shit, let's go. I mean, I've got 1,200 and I've got nearly 1,300 games. So, but like I said before, probably about 65% of them are absolute bollocks. You know, if I played each of these games for 1 hour, you know what I mean? I'd probably be here till... Well, I'd probably be dead before we actually got to the end. So, you know. So much. Hey, fancy some cooked served delicious? Yes, please. 20 hours worth. Says it was okay. So many things. Oh god, that was such a good game as well. 90 hours played that with Taurus. That was banging, that game. Well, right. Single player, 600 games in there, 700 uncategorized. Oh my word, yeah, there'd be a struggle festival. I've only got 2 terabytes. I don't think we'd even get there with it, you know. I mean, don't forget, there's like, you know, games that are 150 gigs in there now, Call of Duties and shit like that, which is kind of really dumb. You know, why did that need to be so big, you know? Infinite Warfare, 100 gig. World War 2, that was 46 gig, that was reasonable. Modern Warfare 2, 85 gig. Again, not even played, you know what I mean? It's a game, but not a great game. I know, it's like I'm kind of loath to, like, you know, I mean, if I was going to look at it, I'd look at it off stream first, just to see.
69 dudes!
Since you mentioned cook, serve, delicious, I thought, don't I have that game too? And sure enough, 69 hours playtime on Steam XDD.
Nice one. And yeah. See, you enjoyed it. 69 hours worth. You know, it was like just a cheap and cheerful, like, you know, restaurant game. It was like, you know, I know it was pretty cool. But, you know, games like this, it's like, you know, the giggies, they just add up. I mean, Callisto Protocol, it's like a 75 gig game. It's a remake of fucking, well, a reskin of Dead Space. I won't say it's a remake, it just looks like a reskin. And then you've got games here, 157 megs. You know, it's like fucking crazy. Call of Cthulhu. Yeah, I mean, there's so many games that it's like, you know, like Bum Simulator, 8 minutes. You know, Book of Demon, 1 minute. Yeah, that 200 is, yeah. But the thing is, you probably got quality there rather than quantity. I've got quantity. There's a lot of shit games here. You know, and I mean a lot of shit games. I mean, that was all right. I didn't get to play Blasphemous 2 because I thought this one was quite tough, to be fair. I mean, that looked quite good, Captain of Industry, but it looks very in depth. Saw Cuddles play that. That was where that one came from, actually, because it did look quite nice. And I'm a bit of a sucker for a factory game, so you know. But there's so many. I really wouldn't mind playing that again, but it's so clunky. It's like, nah. So I went 7 minutes later. Tropico? I think I might have one of those. Yeah, Tropico 6. Again, it's just a sim thing, isn't it? So, you know. But yeah. I mean, I've never installed it. Never played it. Kind of reminds me of an old ZX Spectrum game called Dictator. That was cool. Always like surviving the assassination attempts. You've got over 1,200 in your backlog. I know your backlog looks about as thick as mine is. You know, it's like humongous amounts of games, which is like kind of stupid. But I'm a little bit of a hoarder, and I can't help myself with it. You know, I mean, we've played Valheim for 130 hours. That was a great game. I mean, Survival Evolved, 600 hours. You know, it's like these are the games that, you know, we have, you know, literally spent time on. Dota 2, 540 hours. Yeah, it's a shame that as well. Bullet was great. Oh, yeah, I thought Bully was great. One of your biggest time game is Soulsborne stuff, Battlefield, Halo, and Borderlands. Nice. Yeah, Borderlands for me, the original Borderlands, that was the Borderlands for me. I mean, I've got 2, 3, 4. You know, I've not really played 4. Played it for 108 minutes and then binned it. I want rat pleased with it. Yeah, Warframe's yours. Yeah. 42 hours on Steam and about 200 hours on Epic. Like, you know. Yeah, because I mean, Warframe for me is like, you know, we're only at 250 hours. That is nothing. It's a just drop in the ocean. It is, I agree. It was so disappointing. But I'm that kind of person who is loath to like refund a game. So I'll just like, fuck it, we're keeping it. Freddy Fish put Spy Pots. Wow, humongous. You're waiting for Borderlands 4 to not cost a kidney. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it might be a bit not what, you know, up to spec. I mean, I enjoyed the story on Borderlands 3. Yeah, I really did enjoy it. If you've not played it, you should check it out. You know, it was really good. I did enjoy it. But I don't know what the hell they were doing with 4 or what the fuck they were smoking when they came up with that one, to be honest. But, you know, I would recommend it on cheap. Yeah, get it on a sale when it's $15. You know what I mean? Because sooner or later it will be $15. Yeah, I mean, the other big game there, Elder Scrolls Online, 500 hours. I know a lot of people can't kind of cope with that one thing, but you know, 3 was fun when the Callistos weren't on screen. Yeah, but for me it was like when there was like, when the history or the relationship between them and Typhon was revealed, that kind of like left me, what the fuck? Hey Hermie, how you doing? Nice to see you. Thanks for the lurk, but we are pretty much at the end of the stream. I think Johnny Fandango's pretty much going to be waiting for me, so I'm going to have to probably bugger off soon. But, you know, it's just been nice sitting here, having a good old yap and talking about games and stuff with you guys, you know. You're still collecting shift keys for it, though. Got it for 300. Nice. Well, you know, at some point, you'll use them for something, and, you know, it'll be great, you know. So, but yeah, I mean, there's another one. I mean, it's 184 hours on Steam, and maybe another 200 on PlayStation 4. That I really enjoyed. I really did enjoy that. I must have played it 2 or 3 times as well. Probably at some other point, someone's going to go, "Oh, have you got Fallout 76?" And I'll go, "Oh yeah. Do you fancy it?" Go, I'll be like, "Yeah, please, yeah." And we're down. I'll be down for it. God, Far Cry 3 as well. Oof. That was good. I liked Far Cry 4 more, to be honest. There were some really good hallucinogenic sequences in that. They were. Oh yeah, because I played that on Xbox. So yeah, I mean, like I said, there's games of all stripes there. So you know, this is one I want to look at. Oh, I don't have it there. I need to add it to my library. It's one of the free ones from the, I think the makers of Genshin or something. That Never thing. No, I don't know. I don't know, fan. But yeah, I mean, and I'll tell you now, that library is not going to get any smaller. It will be getting more and more. I mean, I'm chucking them in from Humble, back in from Humble now that I'm not offering them as prizes. But you know, we'll see how it goes. You never know. I might like do some prize stuff with Trackmania when I do run it. You know, we'll see. We'll give it a go. Right. Okay. There we go. Fun times today. Fun times. Thanks to everybody coming in. I really appreciate it. It's been so much fun.